What is up, everybody? I got something cool to show you. Want to see what I found in a barn? 7110 Magnum in excellent condition. It's been sitting for 2 years. The guy retired. But here's the deal. This is a purebred local tractor. It's actually some of the ground that it worked is like 2 miles from my house. And the way I found it is they had a set of wagons on auction time last summer, and I ended up buying them, and that's how I got to know this guy and his son. And then they had a Woods batwing mower on auction time this last spring, and I ended up buying that. And when I came to pick that up, they said, hey, why don't you come look at this Magnum, since they'd got to know me and seen some of the tractors I've redone. And they wanted me to own this because they knew where it would be and that I would take good care of it, because the older gentleman that owns it really took very good care of this tractor and all of his equipment. But when he parked it, they put cardboard on it. There's a lot of bird droppings on it, but this is all original paint. But the thing is, when he parked it 2 years ago, he took it to our local Case IH dealer and had tons of work done to it. I went and got the invoices, the service papers on it from the service manager this morning. $9,000 worth of work to park it. On top of, he put brand new front tires on it when it got parked too, on top of that. But new injectors, all new fluids, hydraulic oil, coolant flush. They rebuilt one of the planetaries on the front. I don't remember what all I have to look at. Air conditioning compressor, alternator. And then when I looked at it this spring, the batteries were dead from it sitting, so they just went and bought 2 new batteries for it too. But got axle mount duals. The inside rear rubber is 23-degree Firestone, in really good shape. I like these fenders. Sorry about the lighting. I started it and drove it down the road a couple weeks ago. AC works. Oh yeah, he had, before he parked it, he had the Case IH dealer put a new headliner in it, change any of the pieces of upholstery that were bad. It's got 4,500 original hours. And I believe this is a 1988 or 89. Sold new from our local, another one of our local Case IH dealers. But 3 remotes. It's got 4-speed reverse. So what do you think? Should I buy it? I mean, I know this is the baby, the smallest boxcar Magnums, but then I'd have the baby and the biggest one, the 7250. I just bought another hydraulic seat. I just shrunk about 6 inches. I just bought another set of 550 wagons, so I've got 2 sets of 550 or 557 wagons and another set of like 400 bushel wagons. But it'd be pretty nice to have this on one set and the 7250 on another set, and I just really want this thing, so let's see what happens. Yeah, of course I bought it. I couldn't let this thing go to somebody else. Bringing her home right now. Get it home, start washing, polishing. This thing will be out in the field pulling wagons in less than a month. Pretty excited about this. Guy was one of the greatest people that I bought this from. I really love cool older people that have got a lifetime full of awesome stories and just genuine good guy. So it's coming to a good home, and I think he's incredibly happy about that also. Alright, we made it home. While everything's warm, I think I'm gonna spray it down with degreaser and start washing. The only thing that I've seen at all so far, the yoke seal at the front diff, it quit dripping now, but it was dripping when I got home when the oil was hot. Probably because it's been sitting a couple of years, but that's no big deal. I put a new seal in there, but it's got like no hours on the complete service that he had done before he parked it. I'm probably going to take those chrome add-on mirrors off since it's got the big old extendo mirrors on it. I still got to go back and get the axle mount duals and the quick hitch and the third link, but this is a really cool tractor. The nice thing about these is they got the dual PTO on them too. Real handy, like mowing tractor, or if you want to pull a sprayer, or you name it. These fenders, I'd never seen these before, and I think they were obviously custom built. So the wheel turns, the fender stays and the wheel turns, and then you can just pull a pin out and they'll pivot forward. They're really well built. I may sand them down and paint them the correct red at some point here, but for now, let's wash this thing and we'll clean the interior, and we'll put a buffing job on this baby, make this original paint look like new again. This tractor is an absolute sweetheart. 1989, that's original paint. I'm not used to buying things like this. Most of the things I buy are completely clapped out. But I don't know what to do with myself when all I have to do is wash it and buff it, and it's ready to go. But I'll bring you back and we'll start buffing it. All right, I've been working on this a little in between when I have a second, but I've got this side of the hood buffed. That's amazing for original paint. I'm telling you, this stuff works wonders. But got that side buffed. I got the floor mat pulled out of it so I can power wash that. We got a long weekend here, so I'll have Mrs. G for 3 days. So we'll probably, I think I'm going to take all these black plastic pieces off, and I think we'll touch up paint the black in those pieces. I ordered a LED light for right there on both sides. Finish buffing it. I think we'll probably touch up the silver paint, clean the cab out. What else? I got a new door cylinder because that one's weak. I think we will touch up paint the weights. Oh, so this headlight assembly's been changed. This one's all yellowed out. I called Case for what they wanted for that. Was within $40 of me buying 2 of the LED assemblies, so I'm gonna put them in. This paint is gonna buff out like brand new. I'm gonna see if I take this off, if I can use some of that 3M, 2-part structural adhesive and glue that back together and then repaint it. We're getting there. Well, I've got this side all buffed. I'm doing a video, Mrs. G. This side's looking real good. Mrs. G just finished repainting the silver on the outsides of the front and rear rims. Man, that alone made it look a ton better. I'm gonna change these headlights. And Mrs. G's gonna scuff and prime and paint the weights. How you doing, Mrs. G?
Oh, I'm surviving.
We've both got a pretty bad cold. I've buffed the whole hood, but now I gotta buff the rest of this. Mrs. G's scuffing up all the steps. I'm gonna take this off, so she's gonna repaint all of that.
We repaint this.
The grab handle.
Yes, it's bad.
Yeah, I suppose we could take that off.
Sorry.
But yeah, it's coming along. You see how dirty the windows are on the inside? You see all that dust in there?
It's disgusting.
I got the floor mat out. I power washed it. Changed this door cylinder. So we'll clean, as soon as I'm done buffing, we'll clean all the windows on the inside and the out. We'll clean the whole inside of the cab. And then we'll be able to take this thing out and show it in the sunlight.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna look good. Oh, I'm done buffing. Mrs. G is slowly repainting every piece of black on the tractor.
And
She decided to do the front hubs. Man, the front weights look so much better. These two pieces are done. She painted this heat shield. I was working on cleaning the interior out, but she kicked me out of there so she could work on the steps. I just cleaned this fuel tank all up. As soon as this dries enough, I can get my headlights put in there. This is a pretty darn nice tractor. It's at a good home.
That's what makes it fun to fix it up.
Yeah. He was a pretty cool dude that owned this thing.
Yes, he was.
Very cool guy.
Is.
Yes. Is a very cool guy. He can't wait to see it once we get it cleaned up. I told him to come over here and take some pictures of it. Alright, there she is. Looks pretty amazing for original paint. Mrs. G did an excellent job on painting the steps and the battery box. Inside of the cab is all cleaned out. I'm probably gonna order the post kit for the upholstery. Those are the only bad pieces, but I mean, this thing is in amazing shape for a 1989 tractor. We still would like to repaint the front axle, but I had to stop Mrs. G from painting anything more so we could finish this video. What a nice tractor. I have an LED light for there, but I didn't put it on because I'm gonna see how many millions of dollars Case wants for this plastic panel, and if it's still available. If not, I'll take it off and glue it. But got the LED headlights in it. I got this LED light in it. It looks pretty good right next to its big brother. You guys can have all your brand new equipment. I'd take these two any day. What do you think, Mrs. G?
About what?
About the tractors?
Looks good.
Life in general, like deep
I
thoughts.
was
And,
spacing out.
yeah. All right, well.
They look beautiful. Wait till I get a hold of the front axle.
Yeah, she's just ready to keep spray painting everything, so can't complain. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you all have a good Labor Day weekend, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.